As President Bola Tinubu marks his first year in office, some stakeholders in separate interviews with the News Agency of Nigeria have called for more investment in education, health and agriculture sectors. Chief Johnson Ologundudu, Chairman, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Amuwo Odofin Chapter, says the education sector has been tough in the last 1 year owing to the rising cost of living.
For us, the education sector, it has been a very tough one, a very, very tough one. And we have to contend with so much payment expenditure on overhead and school running, whereas we still have limited income. Students, we can't, because of the situation, because of the economic situation, schools cannot just raise fees. And also we have to consider the families and all those who have been with us. And in that line, so the cost of running school, we run fuel in our generator, and getting all the consumables and necessary things, printing of materials, they have, almost tripled, or even not more than that. So it really has been eating too much. So many of our schools they have to rely on loans. There's nothing really we can do but to continue to pray and hope that, the several policies of this government will eventually yield the required results.
He commended the Student Loan Initiative, urging the government to extend it beyond higher institutions.
We must commend the government in the area of, the public school, the work they are doing. We must commend the government, and we must also note that in most of the states, particularly I know of Lagos State, the examination fee for WAEC is free. Lagos State government pays for all those who write in exams. So we are aware of that, and I think it's a lot of support, a lot of this thing that we should commend. We should commend the government for that. So in a nutshell, we can believe that this is in that area government is doing a lot.
In the health sector, Professor Wasiu Adeyemo, Chief Medical Director, Lagos University Teaching Hospital, is advocating for better remuneration and welfare to retain and employ more professionals.
We have a cancer center here that actually goes for every part of the country. People are coming. Now, federal government is also building cancer center in additional 5 centers in Nigeria. If I can remember well, Benin, Enugu, Katsina, ABU, and Zaria, and maybe I'll remember the other one. So then, of course, we need to retain the people who are here to take care of our people. I sincerely hope that we'll also be patient with the federal government in terms of remuneration, in terms of the welfare packages. The world is very competitive. If you look at it, when people talk about the country, particularly in quotes, those that talk about us in a negative way, they are the same set of people that are coming to drag our professionals. Professional training, where it's an iron, isn't it? It is. You are the best anywhere you go in the world. But we also must do whatever that is possible to make sure that we retain them. Apart from retaining them, federal government has given us the mandate to produce more. Because no matter what you do, if you imagine, if you train 10, 6 leave, you're only left with 4. But if you train 20 and 6 left, you have 14. So those and the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, if you look at our schools, last year we increased the number by about 30-40%. This year, like in our College of Nursing, we used to take less than 100 before. Last year we took 150. And this year, God help us, we're going to take maybe between 180 and 200, like that.
On his part, Mr. Olorunfemi Obaru, a public affairs analyst, calls for more investment in agriculture to address high food inflation rate.
All the government need to do is to, number one, revolutionize agriculture. There is a need to revolutionize agriculture in Nigeria. I mean, why must it be that we depend on the Western world for our food? If we depend on them for manufactured goods, why must we also depend on them for our food items, our rice, our chicken, so many things that we eat? So that means our food commodities here is also dollarized because some of them are imported. And so there's no way it won't be expensive. So all the government need to do, like I said, is to revolutionize agriculture by being much more involved than more than ever before in subsidizing and in the supply of agricultural inputs. The government can also be involved in creating a sales outlet for agricultural commodities, like it's being done in Lagos. So what the Lagos State government does is they buy agricultural produce from where they think is cheaper, is better to buy, and then they now have outlets throughout the states, some specified outlets throughout the state where they sell these commodities at subsidized price. So that can also be replicated in all the local governments in the federation. I mean, all states can also take a cue in doing that. So that will help the people or the masses to be able to access cheaper agricultural produce.